Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I kind of just wanted to do something I haven't done in a good hot minute, and that is sit down and do a makeup tutorial. So I decided to pick up last week at Ulta because I've been eyeballing this palette for a good while, the new NYX Ultimate eyeshadow palette, and this is the Festival palette. Like, look how these colors are. Like, so I kind of want to do a tutorial, maybe like a colorful spring summer look using this palette here. So if you guys want to go right on in and see how I created this wonderful look, then keep on watching. I already went in and prepped my skin. I already put on some moisturizer. I did put on my SPF, which is the Super Glow Screen. I have been actually enjoying this sunscreen, I'm not gonna lie. So right now, sorry guys, I'm actually digging through my drawer. I'm gonna go in and prime my skin really quick using the Henriksen Banana Bright Primer. I'm putting it close that way you guys can see. I'm actually trying to finish this primer up. I've had it for a good while, but I kind of just want to, again, use up this product here so that way I can just move on to other products. So for my foundation today, I'm actually going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. Again, I just want to go right on in and create like this beautiful radiant base, since we all know it's summer and we all want that glow. Remember when this first came out and everybody was just going crazy for this foundation, especially like all of us who have dry skin? So yeah, I'm actually going to go in. So one thing I do want to just go ahead and advise, if anybody just doesn't know, like, or anybody who is thinking about this foundation here, you kind of want to shake this foundation very, very well, because it does have a tendency to leave you with white dots, which is the illuminating ingredient in it. So I kind of just want to make sure I give it a good shake before I apply it to my face. I'm going to go in and apply some of this. I'm going to try to face it away. Again, I'm wearing a white shirt, so I don't want to stain this thing. Okay, so now I'm going to take my dampened beauty blender and start blending away. Is done. I'm gonna go right on in and do my brows, and for my brow pencil today I kind of want to use something different. I'm going to be using the E.L.F Ultra Precise Brow Pencil here. I'm in the shade, I think I am, neutral brown. So I'm going to go on ahead and do my brows like real quick, so that way we can head on to this. Alright, so I already went ahead and completed my brows. I know this brow looks darker than this one. For some reason, my right brow always comes out darker. I don't know why. Head and proceed on with doing the eyes. So I'm going to take my Urban Decay Primer Potion. Now moving on, so now eyes are primed. I'm going to move on to the palette here. For some reason, like, I don't know, originally, like last night I was contemplating, like, I don't know, like I've been trying to think like what look can I go to. Like, I kind of want to do like a beautiful like sunset type of eyes, but like I kind of wanted to use like these colors here, but then I realized that it's just gonna be too plain. So I'm just gonna go around ahead and just focus on these colorful shadows here, like these pinks, like the purples, this pink, and this like and this yellow here. So let's just let the imagination roll and see what we come up with. So I think I'm gonna go on ahead and start with this orange, with this purple shadow. Like, we're gonna take a closer look here. Like, look how beautiful this palette is. Like, it has a palm tree emboss in there. Like, even my back, like you guys can see my back, I put in a portrait in the background. Since I did repaint my room, I'm probably gonna put a portrait right there just to change it up a bit, but I don't know. So we're gonna go right on in and go with this shadow right here. I'm gonna tap off the rest. So I am going to see first, right off the bat, I'm looking at this on the brush and it's like very, very pigmented, but we'll just see how it goes. Because usually eyeshadows can be very pigmented on the brush, but when we apply it on the eyes, it's a whole nother story. So I'm just gonna go in with like the slightest, oh, yeah, this thing's pigmented. Okay, so I'm gonna blend this out and see how much color I can get off of it. Right on in and move on to the next shadow. And I'm going to use this purple one here. I'm going to be using the same brush here just to make sure I'm not using too many. And again, I'm going to try, let's see how pigmented this looks like just by looking at this, like pigmented here. So I'm going to go right on in and focus this deep purple shadow in the outer V of the eye, just so that way we can focus the depth on that. Okay, definitely I do like this. So now moving on, I think I'm gonna go in. So now I'm gonna go in with this lovely shadow here. I think so. Or you know what? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna move on to this shadow. I'm gonna actually take, I kind of want to take a smaller brush. I'm gonna take this MAC 246 brush. I don't know if it's still available or not. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take some of that color. Whoa, this is definitely, so I'm gonna take this color here and I think I'm gonna focus it on kind of like the center, like this part here of the eye, just so that way, because I kind of want to go in with like a glittery shadow. So we shall see. I wanted to use I kind of want to use that yellow one too, but I don't know. Oopsie. So I'm just gonna try and put this on here. So one of the tricks is, one of the things I've learned throughout using makeup is that sometimes you kind of want, if you just want to go in and just put on, like, want to focus shadow on one area and not just look like it's there, you can just go on ahead and go side to side with your brush, and then that way it blends it out. I am going to go back in and add more, a little bit of that purple again, just so that way it's nicely blended out and we don't lose any of that purple color. So I'm going to go in and just blend it out, focus the brush here on this area. That way we can just like focus it here and not everywhere. So that way, at least we have that smooth transition of colors. Like, look and see how beautiful this is. Okay, so right now I'm gonna go on ahead and just all this beautiful like shimmer here. So I think I'm gonna go in. So I'm gonna use the other. So on the other side of this brush, I'm gonna grab some of this shimmer shade. Let's see if it picks up really well. So far I am liking the mattes of this, but we're just gonna check out and see how the shimmer goes, because shimmers are oftentimes one of those colors that I just have an issue with. So let's just see how it goes. Okay, so I think it's coming out okay. I'll move a little bit closer for you guys to see. So there is that shimmer. It kind of looks almost like a halo effect, but it's not. For mascara, I'm actually gonna go in, you know what? I'm gonna go in with the Lancome Monsieur Big. And then so curling my lashes, and then we're gonna see what kind of eyelashes I'm gonna use. So for lashes, I'm gonna go in with the House of Lashes Iconic Lights. These are actually the line that you can get at Target. I'm not gonna lie, these have been actually my favorite. These have now become some of my favorite lashes. next to the Ardell Double Up 207s, which you guys know I use a lot. Head and put on my lashes. So before I move on to the bottom or the lower lash line, and of course put on that, make some more color on there, I'm gonna go on ahead and proceed on with doing the rest of my face. So so Fenty recently released their Bright Fix, which is like an eye brightener. So I kind of want to check this out to see, like, look how the tip is. Like, it's like a marble right there. I'm gonna try to put this closer here so that way you guys can focus, like, marble tip. And take a real, so I'm gonna take a Real Techniques brush. This is the pointed foundation brush. I think it came in one of their kits, one of their like sets of brushes, I don't know. So I'm gonna put this in, I'm gonna focus it under my under eye and just see how it works. I think I put way too much product on there. All right, okay, so I think I put way too much under there. Yeah, I put way too much under there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to fix this here with my beauty sponge, lightly tapping it in. On my face. Whoa. Okay, so definitely it does brighten under the eye, I'm not gonna lie. So my eyes do look a little bit wide awake. Okay, so I think I'm actually gonna take the rest and put it on my forehead here just so I can brighten the rest of my face. Okay, so it is definitely brightening my face. Definitely recommend to use a little bit of this product here. A little definitely goes a long way in terms of brightening the face. So I'm gonna go in and try to use whatever is left and then just put this, I'm gonna take the tip of this, let's see, put this all over here just to brighten the face. Blender and just blend this on the bridge of my nose because that's where I usually like to brighten, and then see how it goes. Okay, so definitely, okay. All right, so I already went ahead and brightened enough. I'm gonna actually go right on in and spot conceal. And for my spot concealer, let me see. I'm actually gonna take, let's see, natural. Okay, so for my spot conceal, I'm actually gonna take the NYX Born To Glow concealer. I'm gonna be very honest, I'm not at all a huge fan of this sort of type of applicator, like with the sponge, like the, I guess like it's a sponge, or I don't know what, like a fuzzy applicator. I'm not at all a huge fan of it. I just think that it's just like a great way for, I don't know, I just don't like it. It doesn't apply. I wouldn't mind it being like a pointed squeezy tube, if I could say at least. So I'm gonna take the rest of, I'm gonna take the same brush, I'm gonna use the other side and just gonna spot conceal some of the areas like my acne scarring, and then areas that my foundation did not cover. And then of course we're going to do the usual, which is blending everything out with another NYX, another one of the Born To Glow. And I'm just going to focus this, oh crap, so I'm going to go right on in and focus this actually under, like right around here, just to get a little bit more of additional coverage under my eyes. And then see how this goes. I'm just going to put it again. I'm gonna go in and powder my under eye just a tiny bit. I'm gonna take the Tatcha, the Silk Powder. If you guys saw my Sephora haul, you guys know I picked it up. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this powder here on the back of my on the sponge. Just apply it under the eye, and this is just to lightly set. Keep in mind, you guys, if you guys have watched my tutorials in the beginning, since the beginning, you guys know I don't personally bake whatsoever. Again, I have dry skin. So we're just gonna lightly set the under eye, and this is just so that way at least the product doesn't move in or sink in more into my lines, even though technically I have under eyes, or like the fine lines under my eyes. Finishing off the rest of my eyes, I'm gonna go right on in, and I kind of want, so I'm gonna go in and use under the eyes this yellow shadow, but before I need to get an eyeliner, so be right back. Use another NYX product. This is the NYX Epic Liner stick, and I'm going to be using the shade Magenta Shock. I'm going to be putting this under my waterline, and then of course we're going to go in with that yellow shadow. Moving forward, I'm going to go in, as I stated, I'm going to take that yellow one, that yellow eyeshadow, and I'm going to use a, what is this? A pencil brush. I'm going to take this Sigma E30 pencil brush, and I'm just going to focus this under the eye. So yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel a little bit disappointed in this. I'm gonna take, so I'm actually gonna go in and take, I kind of want to make it, I'm gonna take another brush here and see if that will make a difference. I'm gonna take this short shader brush from Sigma, it's the E20. I'm gonna see if maybe that will help it, because sometimes maybe the brush, sometimes it's not the shadow, sometimes it's oftentimes like the brush that doesn't help. So let me see if that will help a little bit more intensify it. Okay, so it is looking a little bit more intense. I think we kind of got it here. Okay, so I think this is as much as we're gonna get that shadow to pop. So I'm gonna go in again with my Mostio Big and then just coat the bottom lashes, and then we're gonna finish off the rest of the face and the lips. So yeah. For my bronzer today, I'm actually going to be using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer, and this is in the shade Radiant Bronze Light. I can try to open this so you guys can see. This is a beautiful baked bronzer. It has some shimmer in it. So I'm going to take, this Sigma the F29, which is an HD bronzer brush. I'm going to lightly go over this. I'm going to start out with my forehead because I know this tends to be a little bit on the pigmented side. This bronzer tends to be a little bit pigmented. You guys already know the deal. When spring and summer months come around, I like to go on ahead and use my peachy blushes. So for my blush today, I'm going to be using the Benefit Galifornia. Like, look how beautiful this peach shade is. And I'm going to take a Real Techniques. I'm going to take my Real Techniques brush here. This is the multitask brush. Again, these are brushes that come in kits, or I mean in sets. So I'm going to take some of this and then put this all over my face. Mirror in there is very horrible, but the mirror inside the box is not the best, but we're just gonna work with it. So now that we got our blush put in, moving on to highlighter. And for highlighter side, I know it's kind of a little bit on the itchy side. I'm gonna take my Maybelline Master Chrome in Molten Gold. I kind of want to use this up. I've had this highlighter for a good while, and I kind of want to finish it. I feel like this is a very underrated drugstore highlighter, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna apply some of this highlighter on my cheeks. Very, very lightly, as you guys can kind of tell, like, and then bridge of the nose, very lightly. The tip as well. And then a little bit on the lips here. Okay, so now I finished the highlighting here. So for my setting spray, I'm actually going to be using, so for setting spray, I'm going to use the Milani Make It Last. I actually bought this at a Walmart. I got this at Walmart. I did not know they had it in this big size. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to try to set everything. So yeah. Like how bright this highlighter is. Like, look how gorgeous it is. Okay, so right now while this sets, I'm gonna go in and get myself, I'm gonna put on some lips, and then we're gonna finish this off. I'm gonna go in, kind of usually do a nude look. I usually do like a nude look with it, but I kind of want to go a little bit bold with lip. So I'm gonna take this ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip. This is in the shade Be Okay. I don't know if this is still available or not. If not, you know, you guys can use any corally shade you guys want. So I'm gonna be very careful with this with applying this lip. Yeah, it's really nice. Overall, the end look. So yeah, definitely a beautiful, you know, summery kind of look. I mean, this, when I think of summer, I usually I think of bronze, everything, but you know, beautiful, colorful look right here, colorful lip and all. You guys, of course, if you guys don't want to go in with this kind of color, you guys can always go in and switch it out with a nude lipstick, or you know, whatever is your choice. But yeah, overall, this is the final look. So if you guys definitely enjoyed watching me put on some makeup, or definitely enjoyed this look, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button to be part of this group here. Again, I don't know what to call this, but you know what, at least we're getting there. So yeah, so make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be reminded of all of my future uploads. So yeah, hopefully you guys have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, weekend, month. Can't believe we're in the 5th month of 2021. Damn, time is flying by. So dang. So yeah, have yourselves a good one. Bye.